Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ryan. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. So today we are going to be doing something a little bit different on this channel than what I've been doing lately. And you guys are going to come online book shopping with me today. So the reason for this, I don't know if any readers are watching, but Book Depository is a website that sells US, UK, like all the editions of books, and they have free shipping worldwide. Amazon purchased them in like 2011 or something like that. I think so. And good boy. If you hear my dog chewing in the background, I'm so sorry, but that's what's pacifying him right now. So anyway, Amazon bought Book Depository in I think 2011, something like that. And they have just announced at the beginning of this month that they are shutting Book Depository down at the end of the month, which is like a crime, I think. I don't know why we're doing that, but it's what we're doing. With that being said, I think that I need to place an order for some UK editions now. That way I can kind of get the last little bit of stuff that I would like right now before I have to pay shipping from like Waterstones and Blackwells. So yes, those are two websites that you will still be able to place orders from even if you are not in the UK. The problem with them is that I think that you do have to pay shipping. I don't think that it's free shipping like Book Depository is. And I also believe that they're going to be a little bit more expensive. It's kind of like a Barnes & Noble versus something that's a little bit more discounted. So with that being said, that's what we're doing today. We are making a Book Depository order and trying to get a couple last minute things before Book Depository decides to close. So it's a very sad day in the Rodkey household, but alas, it is happening. So I think whoever started Book Depository in 2007 should make a new Book Depository and just call it something else. Since Amazon's a... never mind. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I have no idea. There's one book that I think I do want the UK edition of that I know of right now. I have a list on my Amazon wish list of books that I would like. So I might like look up a couple of them and see what like the UK editions look like and go like that. But let's get this screen recording started, darling. Let's start it. Alright, so as you can see now, we have the Book Depository website up here. I just placed an order like last month before they announced that they were closing for the collector's editions of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So I'm so glad I did that, but I don't need to do that right now. Look at all of this related to items you viewed. That was literally just because I bought those two books, I'm sure of it. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna probably like look on the main page for a minute just because why the heck not? Tomorrow. I'm kind of scared of that book. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts and feelings on it, but girly girl, I don't know about that. You know what I really want that's kind of breaking my heart because like I'm not gonna do it now, at least for a while, is I really want all of the white editions of the Brandon Sanderson books. Oh my god. It's just a crime that we're doing this. I guess I could get them off of like Blackwells and stuff, just like in smaller quantities than I would have gotten the other ones, but it's literally fine, I guess. Again, not really fine, but what am I gonna do about it? I can tell you what I don't want. Any of this that's going on up here. I don't want any of that. Not my cup of cup of tea, darling. Not my cup of tea. Our Wives Under the Sea was so good. It was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be too, so like that was a nice surprise. But Tress of the Emerald Sea, I have that. I did the Brandon Sanderson, oh, look at the nice white edition of Tress. See, I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I did do the Kickstarter, but like I'm gonna get all the white editions of Brandon Sanderson's books, and then like the secret books, I'm gonna just have the special editions and not that. This If We Were Villains is crazy. I kind of want to see that. Illustrated edition. I haven't even read this book, so like, should we be doing this? No. But also, is this a UK kind of thing? Maybe. The best-selling dark academia thriller where tragedy strikes at an elite Shakespeare conservatory, complete with a brand new cover, original illustrations. Also, this, I haven't read this Savage Song, but like look at these edges with all the marks and stuff. Like, am I gonna be able to get that? I don't fucking know. Oh my god. What do we got here? Legends and Lattes. I really like, I just don't think that that's my vibe. I know a lot of people really are loving it, but I don't know that cozy fantasy is like my thing. I think I like blood and guts, maybe, more than I would like that. I also really want the, these Harry Potter illustrated editions, but also like J.K. Rowling. So like, I'm never gonna get them unless I get them secondhand. So that's kind of a sad day for me as well. Also, all of the Robin Hobbs, thank God. My mom and my sister got me the entire 16-book world thing in the UK editions, because I think the US editions are like really ugly in my opinion. I'm so sorry if you like them. That is your prerogative. I just did not want that on my shelf at all. And I thought they were gonna get me like, I don't know, like a trilogy or something of it. They just went and bought all of them. And thank God that they did, because now Book Depository is closing and that's like a sin. All it's showing me is Six of Crows stuff, and I'm not mad about it. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe. I haven't read Before the Coffee Gets Cold yet. I own it over there. But like, again, that's something that I can just buy here. Like, I kind of want to do like just UK editions of stuff, if you feel me. Definitely not that. Sweet Bean Paste. I think I own that, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so nothing is really striking my fancy there. We'll do this first, because this is the book that I want the UK edition of. Oh my god, wait, the paperback is out? Hang on, this is kind of a slay. I did not think that the paperback was out yet. Whoa. Yeah, February 16th, 2023, the paperback came out. Okay, I'm so here for that. Sick. What else are we feeling? Anything down here? I don't fucking know. I want to read this book so badly. So badly. I don't think anybody has any clue. Alright, there we go. Continue shopping. Cleo and Frankenstein. I now own your ass. Okay. Let's see. Shop by category. What do we have here? Fiction. Yes. Okay, let's just hit fiction up and see what that's looking like. Never Ever Getting Back Together. Okay, T-Swizzle. What are you doing here? Just making sure you're being good over there. Ignore me. What do we have here? I've never seen any of these books before in my entire life, which isn't a bad thing. I wish they had like a a translated fiction section, because I feel like that's kind of like my thing. I love a good translated work. I really do. I don't want book talk books like that. No, thank you. What do we got here? Ariadne. I've heard it's such a beautiful book, but one thing, like, I have so much trouble with, like, Greek mythology type books and stuff like that. Like, I read the Song of Achilles and it was really good, and I cried, like, a little bit, but I have yet to read Circe. I'm supposed to read that soon. But there's just not something, like, that calls to me about those kinds of books. I don't know what it is, man. Shuggy Bane. Okay, yeah, I like my cover better. I don't know why I'm looking at that anyway, because I literally own it, but it's fine. Okay, what else do we have here? I'm so happy that Cleo and Frankenstein was a paperback. That just made my whole thing better. I wonder if they have, like, other special, like, collector's editions of stuff. Is that kind of like a move? Like, oh wait. Contemporary fiction. Do we just have, like, fiction special features? What the hell does that mean? Oh, is this like... Wait, I'm so confused. At first I was like, is this going to be like book to movie adaptations? Then I thought it was going to be special editions. But now I'm confused, even more so than when I clicked on it. Okay, I'm lost. Alright, let's go back. I was gonna say, like, is there any literary fiction, or is that kind of the same as, like, contemporary fiction? Is that the same thing? Same vibe? It's looking that way, maybe? I do really love this edition of A Little Life. I also have the US edition of A Little Life, so, like, do I need both editions? Maybe, if I'm being honest. This is probably the cheapest I'm ever going to be able to get it if I want it. And I kind of want it. So that's, like, a problem. I also really like these editions of the Kazuo Ishiguro books. They're, like, all the different colors with, like, just a square picture. And I was really looking forward to getting those too, like, when the time was right, because I have all of the US editions. And I've only read Never Let Me Go, so that's a whole nother problem for another day. But it was so good, and it made me cry. Like, a lot, actually. I know that's a book that's kind of like not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll tell you whose cup of tea it was. Mine. And I want it, like, all the time. What else do we have here? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I'll tell you what I won't be buying. Colleen Hoover, that's what. So not my thing. Also, Convenience Store Woman. I love translated fiction, but I don't know about that one, you know. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but at the same time when I hear about it, I'm just not sure that it's my thing. Or that, like, I'm interested in it at all. Which is fine. But it also, like, really is upsetting to me. I do really like this cover of On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous over here. I do have the US edition, though. So, again, I don't need the other edition either. Oh my god, there's the US edition of A Little Life. This is the worst book that I've ever even tried to read, Diary of an Oxygen Thief. Don't do it, ever. I DNF'd at like 20 pages, I think. It was so bad. It was, oh my god. I didn't even want to give it away to anybody because I was like, don't think that this is something that, like, I like or enjoyed. This book is really intriguing me. Okay, Perfume by Patrick where'd his name go? Suskind? Is this translated? An erotic masterpiece. A tale of sensual obsession and bloodlust. in 18th century Paris. Hello? Excuse me? I'm so scared, actually. Okay, so like, no thank you. But the cover was like definitely pulling me in. So, thank God I didn't buy that actually, because that would have been really sad for me. What else do we have here? I think it's time for me to go to fantasy, because that's really what your girly likes. Okay, so we have fantasy and we have sci-fi in separate category, which is just heavenly. We love having them split up. Okay, anything up here that is striking my fancy, non-existent, or I own it. So there's that. Wait, this is what we get for like fantasy? If I'm looking for fantasy? We had that all those pages of fiction, but this is what I get for fantasy. You know what? I do need this book, but like again, that's the US cover. I can just buy that here. So I don't need to be doing that like that. Why view all fantasy? Oh, I'm brilliant. I'm so smart. Okay, now we're going somewhere. Okay, Cloud Atlas. Huh. What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay, so far, no. I'm striking out. I thought this was going to be such a great idea, and I am really striking out here. Uprooted. Okay, I own all of this crap. I own all of this. Have I read any of it? Literally, no. But I do have it all. Not literally all of it, but like it feels that way. I do love the UK editions of Nevernight and stuff like that, but I don't need that. Okay, this is what we're gonna do, okay? Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay. Let's look up some of these books. How about, What Moves the Dead? I do love the US cover of this, so this one might, yeah, this one's gonna definitely be a US cover, because I love these rabbits on there, and I kind of thought that I remembered that being how that was gonna play out, but doesn't hurt to look. Let's see what else we got. The Final Strife. I've heard good things about this one. Let's see. Okay, see, I definitely do like the UK cover better on this one. I definitely do. But this is the first book. Although the paperback came out March 2nd. So I could get this in the paperback. I don't really love this cover. I'm not a huge fan, I find, a lot of the time, of like people on the cover. I don't know what that says about me, but I don't love it, you know? Do these books come out like around the same time in hardback and paperback? Like in the US, you wait like a year, because this says it's out. That's crazy. Okay, well, you know what we're doing? We're buying this. That's what we're doing. We are buying this. Because this looks more like a fantasy. The US cover to me looks like a YA type of thing. This looks like an adult fantasy. I don't even know what this book is about. But we're buying it. Okay, add to basket. Continue. What do we have now? Now that like we're being tailored to my liking here. Juniper and Thorn. That's another one that I love the US or the UK cover a lot more than I like the US cover. That's, you know, that's a good shout. All right, let's go there. Juniper and Thorn. Is this the paperback? Is it out? Yep, February of this year, baby. Yeah, I definitely like this one better. And I own Nettle and Bone, but I kind of like this cover better. Okay, yeah, we're adding Juniper and Thorn too. Because why not? One thing that I do have a problem with Book Depository is that they like send stuff but like one at a time. I don't think I've ever had an order where like stuff comes together, you know? Okay, so now that we're getting that, I can delete that off of that list. What's Knots and Crosses look like? What's that vibing like? Mallory Blackman? You know, I'm not liking any of these. This is one that we have in the US. And I think I just got done saying that I don't like people on the cover. And I actually like this cover the best. So literally, I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's something to remember. Let's look up Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher. Because I love this cover. Okay, it looks like that's the only cover that we've got. I wonder if that's, that must be a self-published vibe. Sirens and Muses. I do love the US cover. It is cheaper on here though. So I think that's the move. Continue shopping. Thank you so much. Oh, let's look up Being Lolita. I want this book so bad. And I hate this sunglass cover. I hate it. I hate it. April 6th. What's the date today? April 9th. Are you shitting me right now? Paperback, baby. And in the cover that I like. This is the best day of my life. Okay, let's look up Betty. Because that's another one that I've heard great things about. And I do like the US cover. Tiffany McDaniel. Yeah, see, I do love this cover. More so than... Okay, so it's looking like this is the only option that we have. It's the paperback and it's $22.01. What do I look like? A bag of money? I don't think so, girl. Don't think so. Ooh, this one. I Who Have Never Known Men. I love this cover. Oh, but we got we got the paperback for 10 bucks. Amazon has the paperback for 13 bucks. You're coming home with me. Thank you so much. It's sometimes a hit and a miss, but like, ooh, Lonely Castle in the Mirror. I want this book so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Lonely Castle in the Mirror. I will say I'm not really getting like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. You're coming home with me as well. Continue. Ooh, that's kind of a pretty cover. How do I feel about that? This is the paperback that came out in February. I don't know that I'm loving that over this cover, which again, this is a person, so I'm lying again, but I really don't like that. Mrs. Death, Mrs. Death. I love this cover as well, the little black and gold. Ooh, the blue though. It's kind of a look, if you feel me. I could also, I do like this one, and it is cheaper than on Amazon right now. See, I wasn't sure that I was gonna be like finding stuff, you know. Now look at us. What about Idle Burning? Because that book, I love this pink cover. I love it. More so than this one. I think that's the vibe that we're going for. Little Woman, Don't Tempt Me with a Good Time. You can see I have 2 editions of Little Woman right here. Then I have one more over there and one more back there. That's like, don't even get me started. If I see a pretty edition of Little Women, it will be coming home with me. So we don't need to get into all of that right now. I'm loving these little editions of the classics. What are they? I don't need them, but just know that I'm loving them and I appreciate them. You know what I want? I want Lives of Saints. But again, I think that's just one edition. So is it more affordable to get it now than to get it later? That's the real question here, besties. And the answer is it's cheaper to get it now. Okay. That might be one that we take off if, you know, I get too crazy right now. Let's see some bestsellers. Sure, Barnes & Noble. You can totally get my location. Okay. Oh, the Brandy Sandy is making me sad. Because I just want Brandy Sandy. I know we've been here before, people. But I really want fantasy. I'm in a fantasy little mood, you know? Okay, here we go. We're back where we left off. Before Your Memory Fades. La-di-da-di-da-di. The other thing I have to be really careful of is that I am subscribed to Fairy Loot and Illumicrate. So I always get a little bit nervous when I'm buying like fantasy books for fun. Because it can just end up coming out there for me to buy, and I always end up getting those ones. So like, the girl's gotta be careful with what she picks, because she's not shelling out money for free, you know? So with that, I think that that's our video, you know? I'm happy with that. My last little book depository order. So sad, but it's fine. Thanks so much for joining me today on placing my last ever book outlet order. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here for the next video. Bye, guys. I am back because the books are here. Well, all of them are here but one, but I still haven't even gotten like the notification that the last one has shipped. So I was just like, you know what? We're gonna film it now because these have been staring at me for the past week, I believe. And I wanted to finish this video up. So if by the time the last one gets here and before I'm done editing this video, then I'll insert it here. But I just wanted to get to it. I figured I would open them. There's one that I ripped open because I had set it down in a wet area on my table by accident, and so I just wanted to make sure that like the book, it was like this part that got wet. You can see, look, I'm not lying to you, but I haven't seen which book this is, so we are going to be finding out together which book is not here yet. I'm not really sure. I just know that I ordered 10 and 9 packages are here and I got 9 emails. So there's that. So the first one, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna toss these somewhere over there. There you go. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I love buying books. I can't help it, and I love unboxing them. So the first one is Lonely Castle in the Mirror by Mizuki Sujimura. I am totally mispronouncing that. The cover is so pretty. Look at the cover. I love the pink. Looks so good. The prize-winning Japanese #1 bestseller. Okay, pop off, queen. Okay, let's dive into the back together because I don't really remember what this is about. Okay.
In a neighborhood in Tokyo, 7 young people wake up to find their bedroom mirrors shining. Placing their palms on the surface, they are pulled through into a wondrous castle where they encounter not only each other but also their taskmaster, a bossy young girl in a mask named Wolf Queen. I'm thinking this is Wolf Queen. Though they don't know it yet, they all have one thing in common. Eager to uncover the secrets of the castle while keeping their own, their time here will not be without glitches. For a start, each day they must leave by 5 o'clock or face a terrifying penalty. They must all hunt for a key that will grant only one wish. They must tell no one about their experience. As they struggle to abide by the rules of the game and each other's emotional boundaries, a moving story unfolds of 7 characters trapped in a cycle of misunderstanding and loneliness, who are ultimately set free by the power of friendship, empathy, and sacrifice. This sounds so good. I'm so happy that I own this now. I love the cover and the pinks. Oh, stunning, love, stunning. So that's the first book. I'm so excited to see. I'm like acting like I don't know what I bought, but I definitely forget some of them. So that's super good for everybody. Okay, let's see. Hell yeah. Being Lolita by Allison Wood. Okay, so this is a memoir, I know that. I believe about a girl who is in a relationship with her teacher, I think. I'm super excited about this one. I've been wanting to read this for so long. So on the back it says, so begins 17-year-old Allison's metamorphosis from student to lover and then victim. A lonely and vulnerable high school senior, Allison finds solace only in her writing and in a young, charismatic English teacher, Mr. North. Mr. North gifts Allison a copy of Lolita to read, telling her it is a beautiful story about love. The book soon becomes the backdrop to a relationship that blooms from a simple crush into a forbidden romance. But as time progresses and his hold on her tightens, Allison is forced to evaluate how much of that narrative is actually disturbing fiction. In the wake of what becomes a deeply abusive relationship, Allison is faced again and again with the story of her past, from rereading Lolita in college to working with teenage girls to becoming a professor of creative writing. It is only with that distance and perspective that she understands the ultimate power language has had on her and how to harness that power to tell her own true story. Wow. I love this color, hence why I bought it on Book Depository before they went, because this is, I think that the US sells this in this cover, but hardcover only, and I was quite skeptical just in case the other cover showed up, because I don't like the other cover with like the sunglasses. I hate it. I hate it so much. So it looks like we have a pink theme going on already. So on to the next. So satisfying. Oh, all right. All right, there we go. That one took a minute. Not looking, not looking, not looking. Oh, this one's thicker, I think. Final Strife. That is why it's thicker, because it is a fantasy. Will she rule the empire or destroy it? Oh my god, I love the cover of this one. More than, oh my god, the US cover. I hate the US cover. Oh, it's stunning. Darling, it's, oh my god. Look how little the writing is in this book right now. Out of control. Absolutely out of control. The writing is that small and the book is this thick. It's going to be the death of me. Okay. This one says, the empire is divided by blood, red-blooded embers, blue-blooded dusters, and clear-blooded ghostings. All blood will be spilled in the coming battle for power. Don't tempt me with a good time. The Aktabar, a set of trials held every 10 years to find the next rulers of the empire, is about to begin. Hello, Nunu. Hi, Navi Nav. All embers can join, but it requires great skill to win. Silo was destined to become Warden of Strength, forged as a weapon to change the empire from within. Those dreams of a better future turned to dust when her family were brutally murdered. But Scylla wasn't made to sparkle. She was born to burn, and as the trials draw near, it's time for her to decide. Will she rule the empire or destroy it? Oh, that's so exciting that... I don't know. I hope she destroys it and then builds her own to rule. That would be sick. All right. It looks like we've got a thin one here. So, let's see. Ooh. Stunning once again. Idle Burning by Renusami. Over 500,000 copies sold. Hell yeah. Another beautiful little pink guy. Pink and blue. Oh, stunning. Oh, I hate these like paperback little wannabe hardbacks. That's annoying, but it's fine. I like this cover, so it's fine. This says, high school student Akari has only one passion in her life, her Oshi, her idol. His name is Masaki Ueno, best known as 1/5 of Japanese pop group Matza Matza. Akari's dedication to her Oshi consumes her days completely. Honestly, same on my hyperfixations. She keeps a blog entirely devoted to him, religiously chronicling and analyzing all his events. He is the spine of her life. She cannot survive without him. When Masaki is rumored to have assaulted a female fan, facing waves of social media backlash, Akari's world falls apart. Offering a vivid insight into otaku culture and adolescence, Idle Burning is a gripping story of obsession, coming of age, and the addictive, relentless nature of fandom culture. This looks like quite a quick read, and this is one that I'm super excited about as a fan myself, so you feel me? You feel me? The pink theme is continuing, although I have had the final stripe was red, so there is that, but we don't need to really discuss that much. Yes. Yes! Cleopatra and Frankenstein. I'm so excited about this one. I've been wanting this book forever, and I do like both of the covers, so this was where like my problem was lying, was because I couldn't figure out which cover I wanted. So that was a problem. But with Book Depository closing, I was like, you know what? I'll get the UK cover. I think I like them both. So this is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellers. Looks like this. I've heard stunning things about it. I don't know what my obsession is with the word stunning today. I don't know where. This is another one. What is with this small writing in the UK? Get out of here. It says, New York is slipping from Cleo's grasp. 24 at a different party every night and with a student visa that's swiftly running out. She doesn't even have money for cigarettes. You've got to be kidding, love. But then a chance encounter on New Year's Eve offers her a way out. Frank, successful and 20 years older, can give her the security she craves and the green card she needs. And in Cleo, he sees a life filled with beauty, art, and freedom. As the two rush headlong into an impulsive marriage, and their friends are drawn into its tumultuous orbit, what began as a chance meeting will change all their lives forever. I did not know that he was 20 years older than her. Get out of town. Get out of town. That's that one. On to the next. It's this version of the box. It ain't it, love. It ain't it. Oh, this is a hardcover. Oh. Hello, darling. Sirens and Muses. I thought that this is the one that I didn't get an email for. So this is quite interesting to me. Alright. I'm so happy to have this though. Sirens and Muses by Antonia Angris. Oh, it's just beautiful. This cover is just beautiful. This follows 4 artists who are drawn into a web of rivalry and desire at an elite art school and on the streets of New York in this magnificent debut for fans of writers and lovers in the Goldfinch. I think I'm going to leave that at that because 1, the synopsis is super long, but 2, I feel like that's all I need. I don't really want to go into this one knowing more than that, to be fair. So we're going to leave that one there. Up next is another kind of short one, it feels like. I'm going to have so much to recycle here. Ooh, Juniper and Thorn, baby, by Ava Reed. I've wanted this one as well for a while, but I really did not like the US cover. Hence the reason for this purchase. Again, with this small writing. What do I look like? I have good eyesight? Get out of here. This one says, Marlinchen and her sisters are the last true witches in a city shifting from magic to industry. Viewed as little more than tourist traps, they spend their days treating clients with archaic remedies and nostalgic charm, while attempting to placate their tyrannical xenophobic wizard father who keeps his daughters locked away in their crumbling home. At night, they sneak out to revel in the city's thrills, particularly the recently established ballet theater, where Marlinchen meets a dancer who quickly captures her heart. But as their late-night trysts, I cannot read today, grow more fervent and frequent, so does the threat of her father's rage. And while their city flourishes, a monster lurks in its midst, born of intolerance and resentment and suffused with old-world power. Nice. At the top it says, a gruesome curse, a city in upheaval, a monster with unquenchable appetites. That's spooky and fun. Juniper and Thorn. Sign me up for a good time. Let's do this one next. It's another kind of thin one that I'm so here for. These ones rip open better, but I do understand that it's the thinner books that need to get in here. Oh, I forgot I got this one. I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Harpman. I forgot I bought this book, but I'm so happy that I did. But I did forget this was coming. Oh my god. This is another cute little book. It's only like, it's not even 200 pages. 188, almost. Deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. Come again? Watched over by guards, these women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only vague recollections of their lives before. Consider me intrigued. As the burn of electric light merges day into night and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner, but soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in the strange world that awaits them above. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Last one of these wretched ones. Oh, it pulled off pretty nicely. Okay, queen. I think this is, oh my god, okay, I know what one's not here. I know which one I don't have yet. Now that I see this, Mrs. Death, hell yeah, by Selena Godin. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. This cover is so pretty. Okay. Mrs. Death has had enough. She's exhausted from spending eternity doing her job, and now she seeks someone to unburden her conscience to. Wolf Wilford, a troubled young writer, is well acquainted with Death, but until now hadn't met Death in person. A black working-class woman who shapeshifts and does her work unseen. Okay, slay queen. Enthralled by her stories, Wolf becomes Mrs. Death's scribe and begins to write her memoirs. Using their desk as a vessel and conduit, Wolf travels across time and place with Mrs. Death to witness deaths of past and present and discuss what the future holds for humanity. As the two reflect on the losses they have experienced, or, in the case of Mrs. Death, facilitated, their friendship grows into a surprising affirmation of hope, resilience, and love. All the while, despite her world weariness, death must continue to hold humans' fates in her hands, appearing in our lives when we least expect her. Slay, Mrs. Death. This looks like it's going to be a quick read, but I'm so here for it. Oh my god. Okay, let me get these in a nice order to hold up. Okay, so also, by the way, I will mention, I do know which book is not here, and I did get a shipping email for that one. I knew that. So, that's very interesting to me. Maybe it'll get here today, and then I can add the clip then. But it's the Lives of Saints by Leigh Bardugo. That's the one that didn't come. I remember that one because I was anxiously awaiting that one. But here's my book haul. Look at these pinks, these whites, these little pops of color. Like, okay, pop off. What a haul for my last book depository ever. Oh my god. Thank you so much for joining me on this come book shopping with me, online book shopping that is. This was so much fun, and maybe I'll have to do it again and like read one of the books or something in the video, or like make a second follow-up video. What book out of these ones and the Lives of Saints, because that should be appearing any day now, would you want me to read pretty soon? And then maybe I will make a little follow-up and read a couple of them, but a couple of like the most requested maybe, and give you a little review on them. I'm so excited that they are here. Thank goodness, because now I feel satisfied for a little bit on the book buying end. I'm never very much satisfied because I always want to find any excuse to buy a book. I'll use the slightest little inconvenience and say that I need to go book shopping. So that is, you know, maybe a me problem. But it has some good content out of it, if I do say so myself. So, without any further ado, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for helping me sort through my thoughts and picking out this spectacular haul. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.